Hi, this is Michelle from Counseling Recovery in San Jose, California, and I want to talk to you today about resentments. This is usually a really popular topic with my clients, and what I want to ask you is how many of you right now are holding on to a resentment, something that may have happened years ago, but it's still hurting you today? So if you have something in your life like that, here's some tips on how you can deal with it. First thing is I want you to get a pen, and I always typically recommend writing it out because this is the one place you can do where you don't have to censor yourself. So the first step is tell the story. Write about what the resentment is about, and do as much detail as you want. Second step is write about how this impacts you. So has the resentment impacted your relationships, how you feel about yourself, your stress level, your overall attitude? All those things are really important to keep in mind because usually we don't want to change our behavior until it's costing us something. So this step really helps you get in touch with what that is. The third part, and this is the most key, is I want you to look at what your part is in the resentment. So what were your attitudes, actions, even non-actions that may have contributed to this situation? Sometimes people have a hard time with this one, but what I want to suggest to you is it may even be something that you may have contributed before the situation or in reaction to after it happened. So that's a really key part, because what I find with my clients is that if they can get to what their part is, that typically changes the resentment and it changes the perspective of the situation as a whole, which can really be helpful and really decrease your stress level. The last part is decide how to handle it. Do you want to talk to this person? Do you feel like they're safe enough to do that? Or is it someone who may be deceased, or maybe you don't have any contact with anymore? In those cases, I always suggest writing them a letter. You don't have to send it. It's more for you to say what you want to say and have some closure. If you do want to talk to the person, think about how you want to approach that. I always say stick with an I message. I felt hurt when you blank. Really stick with your own perspective and try to stay away from you statements because they tend to make people get defensive and react back to us. So I hope that helps you. Have a great day. Bye.